Breaking news: Aljamain Sterling is confirmed to move to the 145-pound division. And this article was written by Jeff Gain. It was posted a few days ago, and Aljamain Sterling confirmed he was moving to the 145-pound featherweight division a few days ago on the Demetrius Johnson Mighty Mouse podcast. And we're going to talk about three fighters I think would be good matchups for him. Um, I can't wait for his debut, but we're going to start with number one, Max Holloway. Now, this fight I think would be a great fight. Max Holloway, great takedown defense. If he keeps it on the feet, he wins. He could just outstrike him for 3 rounds or 5 rounds. I would like it to be a 5 round. A 3 rounder would be too short. These guys have striking, they have grappling, they have cardio, they have chin. I mean, Aljamain's chin kind of questionable, just chinny, but he can still take some hits. And it's a winnable matchup for Aljamain. Takes down Max, submits him, but it's not as easy just taking him down. It's also a winnable matchup for Max Holloway because if he just stuffs the takedowns of Aljamain Sterling and he just outboxes him for 3 rounds or 5 rounds, he's winning. He's winning that. I think he'll win by TKO. I think he could win by TKO, and it's a very scary matchup for both men because on any given night, Aljamain could win by submission. On any given night, Max Holloway could drop him and finish him with ground and pound. And that's just the way that it is. It's MMA and it's unpredictable. And who do I think wins this matchup? I think Max Holloway wins. I wouldn't be surprised if Max Holloway lost. Max Holloway has been submitted before. But if Volk couldn't do it, if Aldo couldn't do it, if Ortega or Frankie Edgar couldn't do it, Aljamain, people say, well, what's the chances Aljamain does? I mean, Dustin Poirier did it. Dustin Poirier did it way back when he was a featherweight. Dustin Poirier submitted Max Holloway with a mounted arm, triangle armbar. But that was a long time ago, and Max has improved since 2013, 2014, 2015. Like, it's been a long time. Max Holloway is an amazing fighter as of now. A great fighter, and he has way better takedown defense than what he used to be, and he has way better submission defense than what he used to have. I guess my overall pick for this fight, if it really is to happen, because on Twitter, Aljamain Sterling said it was like word for word. He said 145 March. I want to make it blessed, and I mean, it seems like he's confirming. I want to go to. Well, he's confirmed already. He's going up, but this was before the confirmation. That rumors he's going up to 145. He wants to make it blessed Holloway, and he wants to do it in March. And I think that's not too bad of a turnaround because of August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. It's like what 7, 8 months. Gives him time to recover from a TKO. Max Holloway. I want to say he had a war with Zombie, but he got hit with some good shots that rocked him, and so he needs time off as well. Um, but my overall pick for this fight is Max Holloway by, I would say, round 3 TKO. And moving on, and now we're gonna move on to the second fight. I think would be a good matchup. Uh, number second, number two ranked. Sorry, I'm stuttering. Number two ranked Yair Rodriguez versus Aljamain Sterling. That would be another good debut fight. You know, Yair Rodriguez, he's got really amazing kicks, and his boxing is he got good boxing, decent boxing. Um, would he be able to stop the takedowns of Aljamain? I don't think so. I think Max Holloway has better takedown defense than Yair Rodriguez. We saw how Volkanovski manhandled Yair Rodriguez. Um, but I'm just imagining what would Aljamain Sterling do. Um, I think with this matchup, there's not much to talk about. It's different than the Max one where there's like more intricate detail you could get into. But Theo Rodriguez, it's not much more you could really talk about. You know, he's got good kicks. He has decent jiu-jitsu. He has a couple submissions in his MMA career. Quiet cat. Um, really good jiu-jitsu. Um, Aljamain Sterling's the better wrestler, better jiu-jitsu artist, better grappler all around. But this is a winnable fight for Yair. Let's not get it twisted. Yair Rodriguez has those kicks and he has boxing. He will chop with those legs from range. Use the teeps. Use the tornado 360 roundhouse kicks. He'll jumping switch kicks. body kicks, spin kicks, flying knees, flying arm bars. Like Yair Rodriguez has everything. It's like if Yair Rodriguez, if you had to create a UFC fighter, and like from those, the UFC video games, you create like a UFC 5 create a fighter, and you give him like maxed out kicking stats, and then you give him like maxed out kicks, like just max him out with every move in the role set you can think of. He's got maxed out abilities. Like that's Yair Rodriguez. He's got every kick in the book. Black belt in Taekwondo. Really good kicking. Really good Muay Thai. Is this a winnable matchup for both? What would the odds be? I think I would say 60-40 odds. 60% win chance for Aljamain, 40% win chance for Yair. Um, I give Yair 40% higher than I want to give because realistically he's a good striker, and if he stuffs the takedowns, the kicks are going to be there all day, and it's going to be hard to deal with. But Yair Rodriguez, his kicks were catched by Volk. If Aljamain catches one of those kicks and dumps him on the ground on his head and submits him, I would not be surprised if that's how the fight ended. My overall decision for that fight, that dream fight, would honestly be Aljamain submission, round one. And moving on to the third and final fight, I think would be a good matchup is Arnold Allen. And you notice a pattern. All of these fighters are in the top five because I don't think Aljamain would want to fight anyone who's not in the top five because he has the bantamweight legacy, which will never go away. But imagine he creates another legacy at featherweight. Let's say he somehow becomes champ and gets like one or two title defenses, and then that's a champion in two divisions with a couple of defenses. Um, but how winnable is this matchup for both men? Arnold Allen actually has better grappling than Yair Rodriguez, and he has better striking. In terms of who's the hardest matchup, I would say number one is Max, number two is Arnold Allen, number three is Yair Rodriguez. But the Yair Rodriguez fight is more unpredictable than the Max and Arnold fight because of the kicks are crazy and unpredictable. But I do believe Arnold Allen has a better takedown defense than Yair Rodriguez. And Arnold Allen also has some jiu-jitsu as well. He has a couple submissions in his UFC career. And Arnold Allen's really good on the feet. Good boxing, good kicking. He hits hard and he kicks like a Mack truck. Like, I mean, it's crazy watching him fight. He's so fluid. He's so good in his striking, and it's like you watch it and you think Arnold Allen is such a good striker. One of the best in the division for sure. Um, what would I say this fight? How winnable is it for both men? Arnold Allen could win. I think it'll be a tough fight. All of these fights are tough. It's not as easy as just stuffing takedowns and then beating him on the feet. Because Aljamain Sterling has striking. It's underrated. It's not the best, but it's underrated. He outstruck Henry Cejudo. He did really good in that fight. He landed some good shots on Jan in both fights. But this fight overall, I think who would win? I would say Aljamain Sterling. If we see a new, improved Aljamain Sterling that's focused coming into this featherweight division, he could run through people. Like if he just does to everybody what he did to Corey Sandhagen, not saying it's easy to replicate, but if he's focused and he's trapping everyone's lateral movements with the taller guys, because he's 5'9", right? He's 5'9", 5'8", kind of short for the division. So he's falling taller people. There's Calvin, who's like 5'10", 5'11". Max is 5'11". Yair's 5'10", 5'11". Like he's fighting people like an inch or 2 or 3 inches taller than him. So um, it's hang on. So with this matchup, I would say it's not a not an easy fight for both men because Arnold has the potential to just get submitted in one round, and Aljamain has the potential to get knocked out in one round. So who do I think would win this matchup? I think Aljamain. Honestly, I do think Aljamain would win this one. Would he beat Max? That's even that's even harder to predict. Would he beat Yair? I think the easiest matchup out of all these three, and I'm not saying when I say the easiest, I'm not saying these guys suck, but the easiest matchup, in my opinion, would be the Yair Rodriguez fight. Just because Yair Rodriguez's grappling isn't as good as Aljamain Sterling's. And then And that's it for today. It's getting to the 10-minute mark, and I'm not going to keep you guys waiting too long. But hey, spread love, peace, and positivity. Enjoy your day. And Aljamain Sterling, March 2024 versus Max Holloway? Question mark, maybe. And if he wins, should he deserve the next title shot after Volk beats Ilya, or if Ilya beats Volk, then Volk's gonna get an instant rematch. Who should he fight in the meantime? If he beats Max, that's only 1 fight win streak. Should he have to fight Yair or maybe Ortega? Maybe he could fight Arnold Allen and just defend his number 1 spot. So yeah, spread love, peace, and positivity, and enjoy your guys' night or day, depending on where you live. Peace out.